It's Mr. Truck here at the Work Show in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm here with the CV, the International, the brother to the Silverado 45 5500. And we just talked about this, but there's so many things to look at. We just went to the Ford program. We're going to go to the Ram program. There's an electric 250 I want to go to and see how many new sales things we can find out here. If you can hear me over the music, these places love to crank up the music like it's a rock and roll convention. But anyway, come join us for the rest of the cool products we find here at the Work Show at Indianapolis, Indiana.
If you have a short bed truck, you know it's not easy to hook up to a gooseneck. Pop-Up came out with these extensions from 9 inches to 16 inches to keep you from breaking out your back window when you're pulling a gooseneck trailer. And everybody uses a short bed. That's the most proper truck there is a crew cab short bed. So protect that window.
Very exciting announcement from XL on a new product that we're introducing at the show. So my name is Eric Folmer. I am the Director of Marketing for XL, and I am the Director of Marketing for XL. For those of you who are unfamiliar with XL, we are the leader in fleet electrification for Class 2 through 6 vehicles. And it's a very exciting time for XL. We have just surpassed 85 million customer miles driven on our systems. We've been in business since 2009, so we're going to be celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year, and we're coming up on 100 million miles driven this summer from our customers. Over that time, we've saved over 1.7 million gallons of gasoline and 15,000 metric tons of CO2 that we've prevented from going into the atmosphere over that time. We're very proud of our sustainability efforts, our fuel economy efforts, and our financial efforts with our customers. There's a financial return, there's a sustainability return, and they get a lot of value from working with our trucks. So we have a lot of good news to share with you today. The first of which is the introduction of the vehicle behind me here. This is the very first plug-in hybrid Ford 250 Super Duty truck. So it is a PHEV. XLP is the name of the brand that we are marketing it as. It is expected to increase miles per gallon by 50% with a 33% reduction in CO2 emissions. Very comparable to our XLP F250 that we have also on display at the booth here today. We also make a series of hybrid electric trucks ranging from Class 2 all the way up through Class 6 vehicles. So we can talk to you about those vehicles as well. So the plug-in hybrid F250 Super Duty truck, like its predecessor, the F150, has a 15 kilowatt hour lithium-ion battery pack that is neatly and professionally installed in the bed. It adds about 750 pounds of weight to the vehicle, and as I mentioned, gains a 50% miles per gallon improvement over factory Ford trucks, and a 33% improvement in CO2 emissions reduction. It is designed specifically for commercial, utility, and municipal fleets who want to increase fuel economy, drive further on tanks of gas, and reduce their emissions. So we've seen a very successful launch of our XLP, our plug-in hybrid series. The F250 is a great addition to that family. So we also have some very exciting announcements around XL as a company. As I mentioned, we are coming up on 10 years in operation. So I'd like to turn it over to Todd Hines, our founder and CEO.
Thank you very much, Eric. So it is great to be here to announce the launch of the F250. With this product, we're broadening the offering of our plug-in hybrid offering, as well as having the broadest offering of hybrids. So hybrids plus plug-ins really provide customers with the different types of solutions that they need to meet their operating requirements, to achieve their sustainability goals, and also meet the financial requirements. So having the broadest offering of hybrid and plug-in hybrid electrification solutions in the commercial fleet has put us in a great position this year. Brian Pearn, our VP of Sales and Marketing, to having him lead us on the sales front. We'll pass off the remainder of the press conference to Brian.
Thank you, Todd. Thanks, everyone. Since I arrived here about 9 weeks ago, we've seen incredible demand for our product. It's a very exciting time at Excel. I'm excited to be here. And I would say commercial fleets have had great interest in our entire line here at Excel. So that includes cutaway hybrids, cargo, and transit vans. But probably the market that's growing and results in the launch today really is the utility market and the municipality market. They are very interested in our trucks, and with the success last year of the launch of the F250 PHEV, which is here to my left, those same customers expressed an interest in a very popular vehicle, and that's the F250, the Super Duty. We also have the F250 in a hybrid version that's here that everyone can drive in the ride and drive. That is the other variant of that product. But wildly successful, I would say, the 250 demanded by those markets. And so I'm excited to be here. And what I would say is we are excited to be at NTEA. I'm excited to meet clients and prospects, but maybe more importantly, and I think this ties into what Todd said, meet with partners that are going to allow Excel to scale to meet the demands of electrification in the marketplace today for all our new customers. So with that, I want to thank everyone for coming. We'll do a little walkthrough here when we're done, but before we do that, I think we can turn it over to Q&A. And Eric, I'm happy to hand the mic back to you so you can manage that.
Sounds good. Thanks, Brian, and thanks, Todd. Does anyone have any questions right off the bat that you'd like to ask about the vehicle, its uses, its specifications? So one thing I did not mention is the vehicle is intended to be released at the end of this year, so it'll be ready for full-scale production by the end of 2019.
What's the battery pack size and what's the fast charge?
Battery pack size is it's a 15 kilowatt-hour battery pack, lithium-ion battery pack that is actually up in the bed of the vehicle. The three major components of the system: it's an electric motor that sits on a factory-shortened drive shaft under the chassis. And then up in the bed, you've got a battery pack and a motor drive that actually acts as the conduit, the go-between through regenerative braking, as well as the supplementary power that we're able to get through the charging mechanism. And it's charging, it's standard charging for level 2 and level 1 chargers with a J1772 charger.
Is DC fast charge capable?
No.
GC, no.
What's the rough size of the battery pack?
The size,
Roughly.
the physical size of it. Okay, it takes up the majority of the width of the bed and probably about 2.5 feet into the bed up top. So I can get you those specific specs if you're looking for them. It's a very comparable footprint to what we have on the PHEV F250. They're actually similar bed widths. They're just a little bit different in lengths. The other thing I meant to mention is that we are available in all cab configurations, wheelbase configurations, as well as bed types. So.
Yes, most of these, are you getting orders coming in for these new, so that like you're buying new, or are you doing retrofits? Yeah,
that's a great question. So the vast majority of our business is done through new vehicles. You can get it through the normal ship-through process, through your standard Ford distributor or whoever you're buying Ford vehicles from. That it will get upfit from one of our professional installation partners. So you're getting the vehicle is obviously coming from Ford. Our system gets professionally installed by an upfitter, and then it gets delivered to you in a seamless way where you're still buying from the same people that you're buying from originally, and you're adding our system on during the upfit process while the rest of your accessories are being added to the truck.
Yeah, and then I don't need any exact figures or anything like that, but what kind of a premium would I be looking at as far as like a new F250 and then spec it out as an XL with this PHEV?
Sure. So our proposed pricing right now for the and we'll have this finalized at the end of the year. This will be in the $25,000 to $27,000 range, fully installed. As we get the complete bill of materials nailed down before the end of the year, we'll come out with an actual list price on that, but it'll be probably in that range.
For utility companies, what then is the expectation on the return on investment?
Yeah.
So about how long would it be in the applications that they use?
So for an application like this, where you're getting 50% MPG improvement from a fuel economy perspective, you're probably looking at. It really depends on the drive cycles of the vehicles, how many miles you're driving them, under what conditions you're driving them. But anywhere in the 5-year range is certainly feasible if you're under the right operating conditions.
So are the utilities that you're working with right now, do they have an expectation of that in their business case, or is this more of, hey, we're part of EEI, this is part of our initiative?
Yeah, I would.
Kind of walk me through that.
It's a great question. So on the plug-in hybrids, with the higher price point of the plug-in hybrids versus the hybrid systems, the majority there's a sustainability value on the EEI level for municipalities and utility companies who are looking to make a sustainability impact. The 50% MPG improvement is very appealing to those types of customers. They are looking more at that level of investment versus the specific mileage return on investment, because that's so variable, and at the higher price point it does take longer to achieve. So the ROI on, say, the hybrid system can be done in under that time frame. But the sustainability value, where you're getting 50% MPG improvement on the plug-in hybrid versus roughly a 25% on the standard hybrid packages, really draw utilities and municipalities and commercial companies who are very interested in sustainability targets. That's drawing them in. That's becoming an increasing requirement by our customers. A lot of the municipal customers, for example, are part of cities that are making major proclamations right now on on sustainability targets, right? It's not feasible for them to all go out and electrify and get all electric fleets, right? They need a measure of hitting sustainability targets ahead of any sort of full EV systems. That's what our trucks are able to deliver for them. So it's a great bridge or acceleration tool for those type of fleets to be able to hit sustainability targets and move in that direction as the all EV market continues to advance and continues to become more viable. So it's a great question.
Does it matter which engine it's with?
I'm sorry?
Does it matter which engine it's with?
This is with a 6.2 liter gas-powered engine.
That's the only way it comes.
Yeah. So it's yes, it's on the standard 6.2 liter.
Are you guys Ford QVM?
We are. We're Ford EQVM certified. So that's another important point, Chris. Thank you. We're actually, none of the Ford warranties are disrupted in any way, and there's no additional service requirements. And the Ford warranties remain intact on this vehicle. So we work very closely with Ford as an EQVM partner. So we are certified, and all Ford warranties remain intact.
I almost wonder if you'd be able to reduce service to some like with your electric components.
Yes.
Reducing maintenance.
That's a great question. So we can definitely do that. The question was, can we reduce maintenance? There is a reduced maintenance for wear and tear on the brake system. You can get a longer life out of that brake system. Theoretically, you're also you're taxing the engine a little bit less because we're providing an electric assist during acceleration. So the engine isn't working as hard to get up to speed, faster. So, and the reason that we focus specifically in that range, so we provide that electric assist in the early stages of the drive cycle, because that is where the vehicle is driving least efficiently. So when you're at highway speeds, our system actually goes dormant because the vehicle is already operating at its most efficient. So we focus on the drive cycles where there's a lot of stop and go driving, where the vehicle is operating at its least efficient, and we counterbalance that with our electric assist and help propel the vehicle forward during normal driving conditions. It's completely seamless to the drivers. They don't have to do anything different. In the case of the plug-in, they'll just have to plug in the vehicle overnight, wherever it's stationed. But again, with a level 2 or level 1 charger, there's a variety of options for how they can recharge that. And if they do let the plug-in part of it drain, that's okay. It just becomes a hybrid at that point, and then through the regenerative braking, it just takes over as a standard hybrid unit.
Clarification. So the way your hybrid system works, there's not this all-electric component to it, correct? It's primarily just designed for, getting it to in the stop and go type of situations, acceleration boosts and so forth. Is that correct?
Exactly right. So the question is, do we provide all electric, or do we ever take over the propulsion? And the answer is no. We do not take over the propulsion of the vehicle. We simply provide an electric assist during those inefficient drive cycles. So there's a couple reasons for that. Partly, it's more, the return on investment is greater there. It helps keep the cost down. But it also, as a parallel system, it's less intrusive to what we're doing to the vehicle itself. So everything that we do is post-transmission on the vehicle. So that's helping all of the factory warranties remain intact. So we are just helping the vehicle to accelerate, but we never actually take over the full propulsion of the vehicle. And as a result, we can provide a more cost-effective solution for our customers. A big part of our value proposition is to be able to return value without incentives. So we really do stick to that as a company and as a product development organization, to make sure that we're delivering value to customers, whether it's financial or from a sustainability perspective, without the need for incentives, for major incentives that are happening. So great question, but we never do take over the full propulsion of the vehicle. Well, the XL3 was our old. That was our old brand name for the hybrid system. So we do have a variety of suppliers on batteries. So we're constantly working with a regular stream of battery suppliers on fulfilling that. We are absolutely still speaking to customers about the hybrid system. So we because of the demand for the hybrid system, we have current allocations with our existing orders up through the June-July timeframe. So we're still engaging with customers on the hybrid system. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
.net. Schlegel Manufacturing is the name of our company.
Okay. .net, huh? Schlegel.net.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is a crane and a bumper.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It completely replaces the bumper you currently have. Take the bumper completely off.
It has a receiver hitch too.
The receiver hitch is all there. It'll have a plug for your lights, hookup, license plate light. Okay. Everything's all there.
Okay, I believe you so far. Wow. Oh, yeah. Gotta put a pin in it, huh?
Yep. Lift this right here out.
Oh,
wow. Once it's up.
Okay.
This is going 360 degrees.
Okay, is that lock in place or just swivels? Oh, okay. Wow, cool. So you give rides on that.
Yeah.
Then there's a power extend, or you got manual extend it?
Manual extend it.
Okay. Does it have a leg that drops down below the bumper to stabilize it, or?
Right here.
Okay, manually put the leg on. Okay.
Put the leg on there if you need it, depending on what side you're picking up off of.
Oh, you don't have one for each side?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's two legs.
Cool. I see. Legs store inside.
Yep.
Let me know. What's the rating on this?
1,100 pounds.
1,100 pounds. That's my left leg. 1,100 pounds.
Well,
that's cool. So what's the retail cost on this bad boy?
$4,900.
4,900?
Yep.
Well, that's cool. Have you sold any yet?
I haven't write any POs, but yeah.